Hey everybody, welcome back to another drawing tutorial. So today we're going to be drawing Vegito. I think it's Vegito. Or is it Gogeta? No, it's Vegito. He's the one with the earrings, the Patora. So it's Vegito. Doing, I think it's the final Kamehameha. That's what it looks like. So let's go. So we're going to start with the eye. So the big eye, it's a 3/4 pose, right? So that means we've one eye kind of smaller than the other. So his head, he's not looking straight at us like other Dragon Ball characters I've drawn. So it's 3/4, right? So we'll just start with the big eye, right? So center point of my page is probably here. So we're down a little bit just to fit in all his hair, because Dragon Ball characters have real big hairs. So we go big hair. So we go down just to the middle, and we're going to start with the big eyebrow, right? So we're just going to tick it up. Up to here. Right, some of this is underneath his hair, right? So it just kind of curves down a little bit. Just there. And then we have the big end. Like that. And then this will go back down. And it gets slightly smaller as we go down and joins the front again. Okay, so standard sort of Dragon Ball eyebrow, right? So we're not going to do the other eye yet because it's 3/4 and it's smaller, okay? But we can add the frown sort of that's here. Sort of two frown lines that are at the front, right? We'll deal with the big eye first. So then move a diagonal line down here, diagonal line here, and we kind of join those together with either curved or straight line. It's kind of up to you. And then his eye, half circle, just there, right? So you're like doing one normal Dragon Ball eye, right? And then his nose comes down from the brow, just here. We'll move on to the nose before we do the other eye. And then that curves out just to there. And this is going to go pretty pointy back in. And up for a shadow, right? So it kind of curves there, but there's a bit of a shadow underneath. So it like comes down. If you were colouring, you'd colour that like a darker colour or something. Or if you were shading with a pencil. So he's smiling, he's got like a big confident smile, so it starts like right underneath this shadow part. Real close to it, nearly touches it. So it's gonna go up. Like that. So that's like closed mouth. But we're gonna open it up and show some teeth. So we go around. Like so. Then it comes across the other side. And it kind of bumps up around into there, right? And then you can add a line for the teeth, just here. And another line, just there. And you might have like a cheek line, just there. And a line maybe for his bottom lip, just there like that. And then we have those tick marks, you know, that are on the cheeks of Dragon Ball characters, just like that kind of thing. Now, to deal with the other eye, right? So we got everything here in place, right? So the other eye is different because his head is like turned away from us a little bit, right? So it's going to go tick up this way, right? So it's going to go like so, right? So it doesn't look too different, but it's higher up, right? So and it goes kind of underneath hair, right? So it's gonna go back to there. And he's got a big piece of hair that comes across this eyebrow, but we'll draw it in first, and then we can erase it later on. So it's gonna go down, get real skinny, down into there, okay? So it's like the angle of it is more up, right? And then the back of his eye here. And then the eye will come right in close to the nose, into there, and then up into there. And we can't see too much of his iris, so we're just going to place it as best we can. So we're just going to go in there and curve it up. Okay. So that's a bit tricky now for Dragon Ball face. I know Dragon Ball faces when they're facing front are real easy, but you know, once you're, because his head is turned away, this one is kind of like tilted that way, and it's a little bit smaller than this. See the width? It's not as wide. So pause it there and see if you can get that, right? So his chin then, it's just down here. Proportions of things then are normally the same as standard proportions for humans. So eye to nose is about the same as nose to chin, okay? And nose to bottom lip is about the same as bottom lip to chin, okay? So we'll do the side of his face now. So it comes up this way. And then just about corner of his mouth level here, we're going to change direction and go up. And this will curve out slightly, like so. And then go up for his brow, just up into there. Right, so we can see his jaw then on this side. So it comes underneath his eye. And just about at the corner of his eye there, that's where you want to change direction and go up. Side of his face. So we can only see one ear, right? And it comes out from his sideburn, which is right next to his eyebrow just here. So we got like his sideburn sticking out here. And it normally has some lines like that, okay? Just same direction as the eyebrow there. And then the ear will come out around, down into there. And we meet the earring then. So the pectora, so we got like curve line coming out here. Like that, kind of like a half moon. And then the earlobe come in around here. And then we got like bones and ligaments and things inside. So like a line like this. The easiest way I always say is a letter J, right? Kind of like that, okay? But animators and manga artists and various artists like to make things a bit more complicated and draw more lines inside, like this. And maybe add a shadow or something in there. But it's a personal choice. I've seen lots of people draw it many different ways, so don't worry too much about it. No one looks at the ears anyway when they look at drawings anyway. So we have a jewel at the bottom of his earring, and it's got some details on it like this, and a chain that brings it up. They're like balls, it looks like, connected to his ear. So now we'll do the rest of his hair. So this comes up diagonal that way, this comes in, across, like so. And then we got that big fringe, right? So like, well, imagine like his hairline comes across, right? So it comes across here to kind of a point, right? We got like a V just here. And then his hair, so it'll come out from this kind of center of this. So it'll go up and then down. Like that, see? And Vegito seems to have just 2 fringe spikes. I think Gogeta has 1. I'm not sure. He's 2 anyway. comes down, and back into there. Comes up, like so. And of course you can erase these lines underneath his fringe. So I'm going to do the same here. This one comes across, like so, across his eyebrow. And so this will cover a little bit of his eyebrow, I think, yeah. Like this. And then this goes up, down into there. So we can erase these now. And we might have some hairlines and texture lines just inside here. Like so. And he has like a frown line, just like on his brow, sort of somewhere here. Like that. So then we'll try and get all that big Dragon Ball hair, right? It's kind of, you're thinking sort of candle flame shape, right? So it kind of comes around up into here. So, right? So we're going to start at the back of his neck, work our way up. He's got like a layer across the front and a layer across the back. So we'll do the front layer first. So we'll go across like that. Like so. And then up. Like that. And then we bring it back into there. And then we got a big one like here. Okay, so we're gonna do 5 or 6 coming across here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 here, 5. Yeah, and then 2 small ones. So about 5 or 6. So let's go. Like so. And then maybe another one here. Then this comes down to there, stop about there, and then do the next one that's in front of it. Like so. Down. Front of his head. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And like 2 small ones here. Like so. So that's like the first layer. And then we have 4 more on the second layer. So we got like the big one. So this is like going up to a point, sort of up top of my page, just up there. And then it goes up, like so. And then the big one comes down. And then we might have a small one just sticking out here. And then 2 more coming out this side. So we go up, out there, and then the next one sort of in front of that one, like so. And then you gotta just put those Dragon Ball sort of texture lines and stuff all over it. So it's basically, you just want to like follow the shape of each sort of spike like this, right? So like you're just sort of adding lines like this. So if the hair's growing that way, if the spike goes that way, that's the way your texture line goes, okay? And you just do that all over. Like so, pretty much. Right, so So we'll get like his body and his shoulder, and then we'll deal with the hands, right? So his back just sort of comes out this way. Bumping sort of line down, like so. Okay, and the collar of his uniform across this way. Like so, and then come around up into here. Like that, and then we got like some muscle lines inside, so like his chest is about there, bump there, kind of a neck line, and then I think we can see like his spine or something just here, some muscles coming out of there, and then another line just following around this for the blue portion of his suit. And then this comes down. That way. So this is like his shoulder. And then the front here of his chest. Kind of that way. Like his t-shirt there. And then this kind of curves around. Across this way, curves around his shoulder, down into there, and then we may have some like fold lines and stuff coming across, just here, coming up this way, just to show the direction of his, the way the clothes is being pulled across his body. And so then we can see like bicep and shoulder, just here another curved line, and maybe like shoulder line or something there. Goes off the bottom of my page, and then another fold line coming across. Okay, so now those hands, those Kamehameha hands, right? So his forearm and white glove. So forearm comes out here. Okay, going this direction. So the white glove comes across, down like so. And then it goes back in there. And then we'll bring it diagonal up this way. And it's got like various sort of bumps just here. This comes up as well, and like some bump lines or fold lines just coming across. Okay, just at his wrist. So then the hand, so bump and then bump again, like so. And then this will come up to the thumb. So thumb comes up there. Bump and bump again. And then this will go across, down. So we meet a knuckle here. So it comes down this way, down into there. Like so. Okay. And then we got a line there for the palm of his hand, and this kind of comes across to his finger. So this starts his finger then. So one. It's hard to see, but we'll go for it. So 1, 2, 3 bumping lines. So we're kind of turning here, and then this will come around the top of his finger. This will come out, back down, and then this will kind of bump down to a knuckle down here, and then this goes back in towards his hand, and then a line down that way. There might be like a knuckle line or something just there. Okay, and then, not bad. Seen worse hands. And then we have another knuckle for the other side of his hand, just here. In, and maybe a little finger just in there somewhere. Right. Like so. So we can't see any thumbnails or anything because of the gloves, right? So we just leave it like that, right? So then the other hand is up here, right? So I guess we'll start with we can see most of this hand. So we start with the palm. So it kind of bumps, kind of this kind of thing, right? A bump just up here, just kind of in line with the top of his eyebrows, right? And then this will go around like so, and we're going to meet his little finger now. I'll bring up, what can we see? Yeah, we'll do the little finger. So, right, complicated. So one segment, two segment, and then the tip of his little finger just here. This comes around, up, change direction for a knuckle, and this comes down into the next finger. Okay, so we just have to do this 4 more times. So we go up like so, another segment, then the next one. So your fingers have like 3 segments, 1, 2, 3. So when they bend, yeah, you can see them pretty clearly. So that's what I'm doing here. So 1, 2, 3 segments, right? And the last segment is the tip of the finger. So you go back that way. And then we'll bring it down into the next one. That goes down around that, down there. Right, so next finger, again, segment here. Another segment there. Then the tip of his finger up across like that. That always reminded me of, like, you know those dinosaurs, Brontosaurus? If I put an eye there and like a mouth. Kind of looks like a Brontosaurus. I'll erase that, but that's what they kind of look like. And then the back of the finger comes down there. Right, so finally at the last finger, because it's sort of more turned towards us, we can only see like 1 or 2. We can see like the very tip of the finger, so it kind of curves around up into here, okay? And then this comes up for the knuckle, comes across. And this then comes down. And this like comes all the way down towards the thumb. So thumb is like down here somewhere. So yeah, Yeah, so like this comes down to where the thumb meets the finger. It kind of bumps a little bit, maybe. I'm like looking at my own hand here, trying to figure it out. So this comes out there, and then we have another like finger segment or something just there. And the lines on the palm of his hand just come across like here, and then the thumb sticks down like this way. So that side of his hand maybe looks a little bit skinny, so I'll just change that. Apologies. So we'll try that again. So the thumb knuckle will come in here somewhere. And so then it comes up the side of his hand, just there, and goes up towards this finger. More that kind of thing. Maybe like a knuckle line or something here. Yeah, that's a bit better anyway. Okay, so then what we can see of his glove that goes off behind his head just here, goes back that way. So that's his arm. Okay, so he's doing a Kamehameha sort of thing, so it's hard to actually draw this in. So there's like a ball of energy. So if you had something, you know, that was like big enough, so like this kind of thing, or something to draw around to try and get a circular sort of shape, you can go ahead and do that, but I'll just kind of sketch it in. Sketch it in lightly at first, like this sort of thing, with sort of lines. Like so. And then you can add some bigger ones, some smaller ones. Because I'm doing this in black pencil, I gotta do it kind of in manga style. So black pen, should I say. So you're thinking the sort of hands, you know, like a clock or something coming around. Like this. This kind of thing. And then, because it's Vegito's Kamehameha, just trying to make this as circular as I can. Sorry, now. He's got lightning sort of coming out of it, right? So many different ways to draw lightning. but easiest way, just like up, changing direction every now and then. These sort of wavy lines. This kind of thing. And these are yellow, and the Kamehameha aura is like blue. So all this sort of energy coming out. This kind of thing coming out from the hand. Like so. Going around in kind of a radial sort of pattern. We'll do some, maybe going over his hair as well. We don't want to block too much of his face or anything, so we'll just do maybe one and then one more coming down here. And yeah, one more just coming over his body, kind of this way. Like so, and of course these would be yellow, and this kind of blue, sort of bluish kind of aura coming this way. Just adding another one. Like so. But I think I'll leave it there. That is how to draw Vegito doing the final Kamehameha. Hope it was helpful, guys. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.